What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we'll be covering Bel-Air Season 3, and this here is the Episode 1 recap. Now, yesterday I went ahead and put out, basically just a quick little review on the show, and just my little quick thoughts on the Episode 1. After just giving it a first watch, and then of course, like I do all of my power content, after giving it a second watch, I do the recap. Now, of course, I'm pretty familiar that it seems like a lot of my fan base as of now doesn't really watch Bel-Air, but I'm going to tell you guys the show is actually pretty good. And of course, if you are a fan of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, then I think you should definitely give it a watch. I mean, I know a lot of times remakes of shows doesn't typically go well, especially with one being a sitcom comedy, and now it's transitioning over to a drama series. It just it's different, but I'm one here to tell you that the show is pretty good, and I think you guys should check it out. So, like I do with all my power, reviews, I pretty much go ahead and go through all of the key components of the show. Try to touch on all the main parts of it that took place, and do the recap in my own comedic ugly ass nigga style. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and just get into this video. Now, you start they started the show off with your boy Will and the new Lisa. Now, we all know, let's be real, if you're familiar with Fresh Prince, the first Lisa was played by Nia Long, and we all know how fine Nia Long is. So she got some big, heavy shoes to fill, and she quite as bad as Nia Long, let's be real, no. But she's doing her thing as being the actress and stuff like that. And basically what's going on here, they making out, as you can see, and Will was inviting her to his tournament game in Vegas, and she's like, "Nah, we glad, nigga. I got practice for swimming. I'm trying to she trying to make nationals, or she going to the Olympics with it or some shit." But anyways, basically, she was like, "Nah, we glad, nigga. I gotta look after me, you glad, nigga." So next, you get to your boy Will, and I forgot bro right here name, but they say he a former MMA fighter, and now he has some kind of tech business, and he's a billionaire right now. So big ups to you, a glad nigga. And basically Will and him having a conversation. He's the dude's like playing him on court. He was like, "Nah, I don't want to embarrass you, little glad nigga." And he kind of pitched to him that he's kind of interested in starting up his own business and stuff. And the MMA fighter dude was like, "Oh, glad nigga, I thought you was only into basketball. You trying to go into this world?" Like, "Nah, glad nigga, I'm trying to do it all. Get my he said he's King James, so I'm guessing he referring to LeBron James. Yeah, that's right. I'm a Steph fan over here. But anyways, he was like, he trying to basically build his empire. So he was like, "All right, glad nigga, if that's how it is, I'll put your name on the list, and why don't you come through and pitch you some of your little ideas." He's like, "All right, glad nigga." Next, we get on to your boy Carlton Banks, who some glad niggas be trying to say look like me, but that glad nigga don't look like me. Look at his hairline. My hairline is much better than his. I'm just saying. But I do feel like I could have got that role. But anyways, Carlton, so, he's at his last day of rehab. And then basically, he's just talking to the people, like, thanking them for helping him on his journey and stuff like that. And, of course, we get the introduction to his new love interest, Amira, who's the one sitting with the red-haired guy on the couch. Next, we get to your girl, Coco Jones. And she is tall as a mug. I've seen her in person a couple times. Yeah, she tall as hell. Anyway, though, she with her boy, LaMarcus, who she left my nigga Jazz for, which ain't cool. I'm talking about this nigga rubbing her feet and all kinds of stuff. Like, what the think you doing, nigga? But anyways, they over there talking about future things and stuff like that. Things that they gonna be doing and all that. Basically, they on the plane and stuff like that, heading their way back to Los Angeles. I think they went to Paris or wherever the hell they went. But anyways, the lad niggas, that's what they were doing. Next, we get to your girl Ashley, which is the homie on this one, because I like she just tells how it is. So as you can see, she with her little friend. I forgot her name, but so when I forget names, I gotta give them a name. So we're gonna call her either Matilda, or if Elisa Marie was to be unavailable for Power, she can be the new Elisa Marie. So whichever name we gonna decide to go with. Either way, she's talking to Ashley, and she's like, dang, your family is just so perfect. And then Ashley's like, if you say so, we're glad, nigga. And then she like, what do you mean? Matilda was like, what do you mean? And she was like, man, everything ain't what it's saying. These are glad niggas be capping. But anyway, next, you get to your boy Uncle Phil. That's right. You get the new Uncle Phil and new Aunt Viv. So, for those of y'all that my Power fan base that's unfamiliar, the guy that plays the Uncle Phil here is actually the husband of Noma, the lady that plays Noma on Power. This is her husband. I actually had the privilege of meeting both of them at the BET Awards like a few years back. Very cool people, lovely couple. But anyways, they playing the song Brown Skin, and they looking all good and stuff, like a good couple. They comparing themselves to Beyonce and Jay-Z, Obamas and stuff like that. And basically, they having a little photo op and stuff like that. But you can tell that there's definitely tension in the relationship, because like when the lady asked them a question of how they hold it all together, basically, Aunt Viv was kind of hesitant. And I would say the disconnect is more so on Aunt Viv's side right now. Now, I know y'all, for those of y'all that watch it, the women subscribers gonna try to come for me. Uncle Phil shouldn't have been kissing that woman. He didn't kiss her, glad nigga. She kissed him. Now, should he have told her? Probably so. But I'm just saying. Come on. But I'm just saying but she don't even know about that yet. The tension is more, see, the problem is y'all love to deflect. Love to try to put everything off on us like we the problem all the time. And Viv was feeling your boy Michael Ealy. And anytime this nigga Michael Ealy is in the picture, it ain't good. Now, so far, they hadn't shown him yet in this show. She got something new with glad nigga that's gonna show up later. But that ain't in this episode. But anyways, though, they over there trying to hold it together, make it seem like they're this perfect couple, but we know that they ain't. Next, back to your girl Amira. My nigga Carlton was packing up his things, getting ready to leave the rehab facility, and she creeps on in on her TLC. Jumps in there like, hey, glad nigga, what's up? He like, oh, Amira, what's going on, glad nigga? And basically, she like, you trying to get in a little quickie. You know what I'm saying? She trying to get in that quickie, you know what I'm saying? So my boy was like, but we should be doing this. We just recovering. We recovering. She was like, come on, glad nigga. We don't recover the glad nigga. He like, well, sound good to me. So, my boy was getting ready to go get into that accident. And then in came the Banks family, including Will, breaking up my nigga romance. So basically they come in, to help Carlton pack all his stuff. And then Will, she tried to hide up in the back, and Will so happened to go to the back to grab Carlton's sweater and notice her in the back. And then he like, we got a lot to catch up on, this lad nigga. Cause he seen my boy Carlton out here, getting punani and everything. It looked like my boy was having a good time at that facility. You know what I'm saying? He recovered a lot. But anyway, next you get to the Banks family again. They're now back at the house. They're welcoming Carlton back. They got a no ugly ass nigga allowed system for the liquor so that he can't, just go straight and get liquor out the cabinets, or whatever you want to call the cupboards. I don't know wherever the place where the liquor at, this lad niggas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And he noticed that. He like, damn, a no ugly ass nigga allowed song. That's new. Uncle Phil like, yeah, glad nigga. Shit, we was like, you addicted to coke, you might be addicted to that too, glad nigga. So we gonna put a stop to that right now. But Will trying to warm the moment up and stuff. He like, look, call this on. Let's talk about a bunch of positive things and stuff like that. How the family's doing. Uncle Phil got this new office, Aunt Phil got this new job. Things in that. Hillary talking about her trip that she took with LaMarcus and all that. And then you can see that there's definitely some tension going on with your girl, Ashley. She like, man, whatever, man. These ugly ass niggas ain't all that. You can see her in the background. Look at it, like Carlton all smiling and stuff like that. And Ashley, she kind of just picking over her food. She like, man, these ugly ass niggas ain't real, man. And then, basically, Uncle Phil noticed that, something was going on with Ashley. He was like, say what's on your mind, Buttercup. And she like, so she just, raw and real. She just hit him with it. She like, so does that rehab facility really help a glad nigga? and Carter like, well, I didn't expect you to say that. He like, well, but yeah, it did. So, Will tried to, keep the momentum of, positive things, but Ashley wasn't going. She talked over him like, so how did it help us, lad? And he like, oh shit. Let me see. I mean, they helped me realize that, I did have a problem and how to deal with him. Basically, something like that. I don't remember exactly what the lad nigga said, but it was something like that. But anyways, next you get on to your girl, Hillary Banks, of course, and she's talking to Carlton, and basically she's talking to him about how she kind of, apologizing for not being there the way she feel like she should have and could have, during his moment of disparity of him, just losing it on drugs and stuff, and how she didn't notice it. But basically, Carlton was telling her, you ain't got to feel bad, glad nigga. This was on me, etc., etc. But anyway, next, you got your boy Will and Carlton. Carlton getting a lot of screen time this episode, huh? They glad nigga everywhere. But anyways, they went to go get a bite to eat. They catching up. He's basically, Carlton's telling Will about Amira and stuff like that, how he met her and all that. And then, Will touch on how him and Lisa is doing very briefly. Little small talk, nothing really too serious. Next, we get to your girl, Aunt Viv. And Aunt Viv basically is doing work and stuff like that. And on her laptop and stuff. And then that's when this nigga, Uncle Phil, was like, basically that they were coming to a conclusion that they're not doing the best of job that they feel like they could be doing when it comes to, parenting Carlton. Then my boy started getting into the mood. He started relaxing those shoulders, massaging, kissing on the neck, all the moves I try when I'm trying to get into, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, and then she over there talking about some not now and all that. My nigga said it's been 3 weeks. See, this the problem. I don't know why y'all think it's okay to go 3 weeks and think we ain't finna look elsewhere. And then when I had a nerve to get mad at us once we look elsewhere. It's been 3 weeks, I'm glad, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then they always try to act like they didn't notice. And oh, it's just I'm tired. You ain't tired, glad, nigga. What it is you got your eyes on something or someone else. Let's be real. Anyways, next, while my boy Will and Carlton was getting their bite to eat, you know, trying to get their order, in walks ugly ass Lou. And Lou is like, you know, Will notices him, like, ugly ass nigga, Lou? And then he like, Will? Basically, you know, Will didn't really want nothing to do with him, so he just took off, and then Carlton followed behind him very shortly. Next, you know, you get back to the family table, and, you know, Will's basically discussing to the family that, you know, he ran into Lou. And basically, you know, Uncle Phil was telling him, hey, lad, nigga, if he show up again or he reach out, you let me know. He was like, you know, it's all good. I ain't worried about it, lad, nigga. Lou the last thing on my mind. Anyways, next, you got your boy, Jeffrey. Now, this my nigga right here. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how Jeffrey was on the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They had him very, I don't know, he was funny for sure, but, you know, basically he was just this butler, you know, kind of, you know, just a guy. They had love for him, but I just really enjoy that they made him like a gangster on this one. You know what I'm saying? He's the house manager, and, you know, he actually is trained, I don't know what's the word to call it, but, you know, it's almost like he's almost like a bodyguard or something too, but not a bodyguard. I don't really know what term I would give him, but, you know, I just love how they made his character on this one. You know, he protects the family. He's very intelligent, very informational. Got a lot of resources, but basically, you know, here he's letting Phil know about the new look like alarm system that they installed. And basically, he was trying to make sure Uncle Phil got it, and he was like, "They glad nigga I understood it the first time you told me." But next, you get to your boy Carlton and Viv. And it's kind of sad because, you know, Carlton, just like the original Fresh Prince, was very much invested into going to his father's alma mater, Princeton. And basically, he's supposed to have an interview or, you know, some kind of internship, I believe, with Princeton for the summer. And after the school found out about his you know, drug abuse issue, that they kind of, you know, disconnected from him and wasn't interested in having him because of that. So, you know, it was kind of sad. You know, Anvil basically was delaying the news and letting know little glad niggas, they know about you and the drugs, so they said no glad niggas allowed, and you want to find something else. I mean, she didn't say it like that, but basically that's what she said. Next, you get to your boy, what's the coach name? What that nigga name? I don't know. Y'all know I be forgetting them names, so we're gonna. He looked like he can be some kind of relation to Tyler Perry, so we're gonna say Tyler Perry's nephew coaching his team. And basically, he noticed that, you know, Will was off his game. I'm talking about this nigga Will was missing shots. Nigga was turning the ball over. He was missing and the man was slowing out. Man was slowing out there. Then, of course, he started seeing flash. You know, he started having little hallucinations or something. Well, you know, basically they were showing his inner thoughts, not necessarily hallucinations. Of, you know, he had Lou in his head. You know, his father just all of a sudden pops up out of nowhere, and, you know, he was kind of surprised to find out that he's been living here in L.A. the whole time and didn't reach out to try to come and see him. So, you know, that was kind of bothering him. And of course, the coach held practice much longer because they wasn't getting it right. More so Will, but, you know. So next, he tried to hurry up and rush to his interview that he had with the MMA fighter dude, but, you know, he was 6 minutes late. He was like, hold on, and the lady was telling him that he was too late. He's like, hold on, lad, nigga, it's only been 6 minutes. I ain't that late, lad, nigga, come on. In niggas' turn, that's on time. Because, you know, we going to be like 10, 15 minutes late. But she was like, yeah, but we was the interviews we was ahead of schedule, so like the last person been done for like 10 minutes. Glad nigga, you got. Then that's when the MMA fighter dude, I gotta figure out this nigga name. But anyway, the MMA fighter dude came out and was like, look, glad nigga, I was expecting you to be on time. The other glad nigga showed up on time and with a bunch of ideas. You gotta do better, glad nigga. Maybe this ain't for you, glad nigga. So next, you get to your boy Carlton and Will again, and basically they just sharing what kind of day they had. Both of them was very disappointing. You know, Will missed his interview and stuff like that. Carlton didn't find out that Princeton wasn't interested in his little lad because of his drugs. But pretty much Will tried to brush his off to try to be strong for Carlton, but Carlton was like, nah, lad, nigga. You really think that you saying Lou ain't got nothing to do with you slowing out at practice? Come on, lad, nigga. I just went from rehab. I know how this stuff works. Next, Will decided, you know what, it is something going on between me and Lou, so he went to go visit him to find out that he has a barbershop here in Los Angeles. So he went to go talk to him, and Lou was giving him opening arms. He was like, "Glad nigga, come on, man, let me touch you up. You don't see that nigga hairline, bro? That nigga hairline Chris, glad nigga, he don't need no job." But anyways, he was talking to him. Basically, Will was wondering why he's been there this whole time and didn't decide to come reach out to him. But pretty much, he was like, he's trying to get established and stuff. And Will was like, "You look pretty established to me, glad nigga." And he was like, after they first encounter, Lou was like, I want to make sure everything was right the next time I step to you, because the first time wasn't exactly a welcoming situation. So he was like, all right, glad. And that's when he figured out that his pops Lou was also a ball player. So he was looking at him saying that he was MVP. He showed him his old news article and stuff like that, and it was kind of disappointing to Lou when he found out that Will was considering doing other things instead of just focusing on ball. So basically he was like, hey lad nigga, don't let them rich white folks fill your head up with something else. That's all you got. And I don't, like I said in the review, the quick thoughts, I don't necessarily agree with that, because he should always keep his options open for other things, because you just never know. Basketball could not work. But I'm also, but at the same time, I'm also one of them person that if you're looking for a plan B, then that means maybe you shouldn't be doing whatever it is. But at the same time, it's a little bit different when it comes to sports, because how difficult it is to get into it, and if you end up suffering an injury, that could be it for you. But anyways, they wrapped it up for a little bit longer, and Will, it wasn't a bad situation. It was decent, and that was pretty much the end of that. Next, you get to the not the 4th of July, sorry, the Juneteenth event, which I think it was cool that they they were celebrating Juneteenth, and in celebration to the culture being released from slavery. And of course, in this situation, Carlton is attempting to make an apology again to Ashley, because if you haven't seen season 2, Ashley kind of walked in on him doing coke, and he kind of went off on her and was like, "Don't you tell nobody, glad nigga, you better not." He was kind of yelling at her and stuff. And keep in mind, it's like a 12-year-old girl, and it's your sister, so you kind of scared her, and she kind of still wasn't over it yet. But after he kind of made amends and stuff like that, she eventually caved and gave him a hug and stuff. But I'm pretty sure she still have those things in the back of her head. Next, you got the arrival of your girl Amira. She comes to the party and stuff like that. Her and Carlton, they're sharing some words and stuff like that. Carlton's happy that she's there. And next in walks, Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv, and he's introducing them to her, Amira, but he introduces her as a friend. But And Viv was kind of peeping game, and she like, is it a good idea? Once they left, and now Carlton could kind of feel the tensions. He knew something was up as well, so he kind of rushed off, and went to go introduce her to Will and Lisa. But anyways, after that, Uncle Phil knew what Viv was thinking, so he was like, he said that they were just friends, so let's just keep it at that. And she was like, yeah, glad nigga, but you know that this friendship stuff isn't exactly healthy for Carlton's situation. Which, in a way, she is right. But next, you get your boy Jazz. I said, I almost, because the original Jazz was named Jazzy Jeff. But anyways, you get to your boy Jazz, and of course, right before this, Will was talking with Hillary, making sure, she was cool with everything and stuff like that. She was saying, she's over Jazz and all that. And he was like, all right, cool, because my nigga walking in right now. And he walks in with a bad one. You know what I'm talking about? So he walks in with Hillary, the original Hillary 2.0, in that nice red dress. And after that, of course, Hillary Banks, the new Hillary, obviously felt that. Look at the mind. Look at how she looks. She's like, God damn. And this is another thing. I need to know, ladies, why do y'all do this? You dumped him, and now you jealous because you see him walking in with somebody else. You don't own us a glad nigga. You left. So don't be mad about what my nigga got going on. And then you got Karuchi in the back. I don't know what her name is on the show. But is it just me, for those of y'all that watch the show, I don't know. It's something up with her makeup or whatever it is, but she aging like a mud to me. I hope you don't see this Karuchi one day, but I'm just saying. Maybe it's just the makeup. But I'm just saying. But anyways, though, Hillary was a little jealous. So jealous that, she gonna decide, once they had a little encounter, she gonna decide that, never mind, that's another part. But anyways, she's jealous. Next, we get to your boy Carlton and the MMA fighter dude. Dang it, somebody tell me his name. Anyways, and he's having a conversation with him. He's letting him know, look, I know Will showed up late and stuff like that, but he's telling him, look, nobody's more dedicated than, making you, and nobody else will surprise you more than Will. So, basically he putting in a good name for Will about him being resilient, and that how motivational and stuff like that he is, and that basically he was trying to tell him he really hopes he gives Will another chance at the internship, and basically they're glad they were just listening to him. Next, you get to your girl Amira and Viv, and Viv ain't exactly feeling Amira, because like a loving mother, she's more concerned about how is this outcome going to affect my son, because he just dealt with a very bad drug incident. And you could tell that she was very much concerned that Amira also was a drug addict as well. So she's thinking maybe if she relapsed, then she'll make Carlton relapse. So, it's very, you can definitely understand why Aunt Viv feels this way, but at the same time, it's kind of messed up that she interfered with Carlton's relationship, because he's still a grown man and is, obligated to make his own decisions. But basically, she kind of pitched to Amira that they shouldn't be friends anymore. Next, you got your boy Jeffrey with his ugly ass son. His ugly ass son with his big forehead ass and that London accent, talking about how he's hungry and stuff like that. And if you have watched the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, then you know that this nigga Jeffrey's son ain't shh. That man is ugly as hell. But anyways, though, they share a little moment, nothing too special. So next, you get to your boy Jazz. I almost called the nigga Jeff again. God dang. Anyway, Jazz and Hillary, and pretty much, y'all see how much taller Hillary is than this nigga on this one. Anyways, basically, she talking to him and stuff like that, you know. Like I said, it's typical women stuff, man. She over there trying to talk to him and stuff, apologizing, talking about for hurting you. My nigga was like, hurt? Girl, ain't nobody worried about you. Basically, you know, he told her about herself. And let her know that, hey, you are in the, I don't even know why I'm surprised. You ran, all you did was run. You ran from cooking. You ran from college. Now you running from us. Shoot, it's only a matter of time before you run from that glad nigga. Cause that's what you do. You a runner, you a track star. She don't give a something about when it get hard. Y'all know the song Glad nigga. But I'm just saying. I love how they put that up in there. And then basically she got in her feelings and ran. Proving this nigga right. Proving this nigga right by trying to not prove this nigga right and do this move here. So basically, she gonna go to this nigga LaMarcus and be like, look, let's cause basically LaMarcus was trying to, you know, ask Uncle Phil for his hand and you know, I won't say it wrong. Asking for you know, the privilege of marrying his daughter. You know, the traditional way, which I think is something that we are missing in our community. When the daughter is interested, when a man is interested in another man's daughter, he should come around and introduce himself and get his permission. Because whether you want to accept it or not, it is the dad's decision. That's how it was traditionally. And you see how messed up relationships are now. So obviously, if you ask me, we should get back to that. Put that back in the culture, guys, niggas. But anyways, but that's when Hillary just interrupted him like, look, let's do it together. And she basically went on stage, made the little glad nigga get on his knee and say that he asked her for her hand in marriage. You know what I'm saying? While they was on a trip. And she said, and I said, yes. Hey, nigga, man, come on. Trying to rub it in my nigga Jazz face. But anyways, though, she rubbed it in his face, knowing good well that she only did that out of her emotions. But next, you get to your boy Will, and he's talking to the MMA fighter along with Carlton, and basically the MMA fighter nigga was pretty impressed with what Carlton did. He was like, look, it was glad cousin. He basically, you know, he was taking, you know, he was riding for you, his glad nigga. So you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Give both of y'all an opportunity, and you know, y'all work together and come up with some kind of business, and you know, we'll see what y'all got, his glad nigga. And so they both thanked him and was like, all right, glad nigga, we got you. Next, you got your girl Anvil up in the no glass nigga allowed compartment, and basically she having a conversation with Carlton, because Carlton like, so you told the mirror we shouldn't be friends, a glad nigga? She was like, oh, I didn't say that, a glass nigga. Basically, I just said that, you know, y'all being too close is probably not the best idea right now. So pretty much, you know, Carlton was noticing that she was kind of, you know, very timid with him as far as like, you know, talking to him and stuff like that, because she's still a little torn about the situation with him being on drugs, because she was so soft on him in the beginning stages, just to find out that he was actually capping to her the entire time. So pretty much they shared a little moment. No, nothing too special if you ask me. Next, you get to your boy Will and Jeffrey. And pretty much Jeffrey, like a G. I see why they call that nigga G. Cause that nigga a gangster on this one. He said he pulled up on Lou like Birdman. He was letting them know. He was like, look, I pulled up on that glad nigga Lou right after you left. And he was like, typical you. You wigged his head, but I appreciate that, glad. So basically he was letting them know that, you know, Lou said he had some stuff for him. So basically he left him, you know, with a few little gifts. And then in walked Uncle Phil. And of course, Will and Uncle Phil shared a moment. I kind of was wondering, you know what I'm saying, was this the time where, is this supposed to be equivalent to the legendary Fresh Prince of Bel-Air scene? If y'all can remember, if you are a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fan, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. when Will and Uncle Phil shared a moment, and basically, he was like, I learned to play ball without him. I learned to do this without him. I used to know this one because I did this, but I don't remember it no more. But anyway, he was like, the hell with him. How come he don't want me, man? I thought so. If that was this saying, I must say I gotta say, my nigga Jabari, you didn't live up to them expectations. But this may have not been that same because it might not be the same because that was after Lou came back around. They got cool, and then Lou left again. So I'm wondering, are they gonna follow those same things on this one here, on the drama? They might change it up some, but we should see. Anyways, next, that's when you got your boy Will, and he's talking to Tyler Perry's nephew again. The coach. He's like, ugly ass nigga, can I talk to you for a second? And pretty much, they didn't tell us exactly what they talked about, of course, because it was more off screen. But we already know that basically he told him, look, I decided that I'm going to just stay here for the summer and work on his business, creating a business with the MMA fighter dude and Carton. So basically, the last scene of the show, Will and Carton shares a moment, and Carton is asking him, do you have any ideas for, the business? And then Will was like, I got millions. So, they basically shared a little moment on their new business to come. So, pretty much, I'm glad, niggas. That is the recap for your just show, Bel-Air, Season 3, Episode 1. So, I think, like I said in the quick thoughts, I think it was a pretty solid, Episode 1, very informational and showing us what is to come. So, with that being said, glad niggas, like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next episode,